I thought I'd give everyone out there a little bit of inside the Sarah Jones trial. I think you'll find this very interesting. And I would like to start with the fact that the scandal that happened at Dixie Heights High School, everybody thought that, oh, well, this case is over. Sarah told me that the case is over, and I said, well, I have to think about it. Well, we made a very strategic move, which was this. We made a decision to not ask for any damages from the time of the scandal forward for the rest of her life. In other words, we couldn't much say that she suffered emotional damages as a result of the dirty.com when she obviously was publicly humiliated from the teacher scandal. So we said, hey, Judge, we only want damages for the 2-year time period. I must say it was a brilliant move, because what it did is it allowed us to focus on that 2-year time period and ignore all the bad stuff. Now, this is something that's very important. Credibility is always an issue in a trial. So Judge Bertelsmann also allowed the other side to beat Sarah Jones up on any lie that she told. So all the lies that she told in covering up the scandal came in, and it was pretty brutal for her. One thing I'd like to stress about all those lies, they were all lies of embarrassment. In fact, it's kind of funny, the defense attorney said, everybody does defensive lying, but then he beat her up. Well, every one of her lies was defensive lies. Also, very important, none of her lies were under oath. They were all lies. She did lie to the police, she lied to everybody, but they weren't lies under oath. And the other neat strategic decision that we made was we decided just to call 2 witnesses, Sarah Jones and Nick Ritchie. I'll tell you something, I try a lot of cases, and the more I try cases, I've learned something. You know what? More witnesses that just do the repeat thing, all can happen is something bad. If you need a witness to testify to something, they're the only witness, so be it. But I told the jury, I said, you know, if I would have called 25 people to verify things that Sarah said, if you didn't believe Sarah Jones, it wouldn't have made any difference. And if you did believe her, I don't need them. It's really that simple. So I won this case with 2 witnesses, Sarah Jones, who was a strong, tough plaintiff, and Nick Ritchie, who I destroyed on the cross-examination. The other thing that we did was this case was tried under a second jury trial. The first jury trial, there was 2 questions. Is it defamatory and is it malice? They were hung up 9-1 in our favor in the first jury trial on the question of defamation. Okay? The person that wouldn't vote for us was clearly somebody that didn't like me or didn't like Sarah. They said that he wouldn't have changed his mind no matter what. Well, guess what happened this time, folks? And we've spoken to a juror. It was 9-1, same thing relative to this case, and it was a juror that was the same way. However, unlike last time, it was a quick 10-0 for us on defamation, and the hang-up was the second question on malice or disregard, and it was 9-1, and this woman refused to change her mind, but guess what? They got her to change her mind. So it was 10-0, 10-0, and then they focused on damages. So what does that mean? Here's what that means. That means 20 citizens of this community heard this case in its entirety, along with Judge Bertelsmann, who I'm telling you right now, I really like Judge Bertelsmann. And just to let you know, Judge Bertelsmann sanctioned me once. He's threatened to sanction me before. But that doesn't change my respect for him, and I think he respects me. But Judge Bertelsmann did a great job. And when you go into that federal courtroom and there's, the ceilings are 3 stories high and all the wood on the panel, and Judge Bertelsmann sits up there and you feel like you're talking to God himself. I mean, it's a heck of an environment to try a case, a neat environment to try the case. But anyway, we learned from speaking to those first jurors the following things. We needed to focus on the post being republished, and we also needed to focus on malice, malice, malice. So we did. Now, they made some big strategic errors. One of their strategic errors is they just kind of gave up on defamation, so that was kind of nice for us. And then they did some things that were very stupid. They promised to call her ex-husband into the stand, to take the stand, and then never called him. They said he was going to verify this, this, and this, and didn't call him. Well, you can imagine what the Bulldog did with that information in closing statement. That's right, I stuck it there. The other thing that they did strategically wrong is they played a videotape of Scottsdale where he started the dirtyscottsdale.com, and it was absolutely the most ridiculous thing. It made him look stupid and arrogant and dumb. He said, "I'm Superman." I mean, and he wouldn't show his face. I mean, it was ridiculous that they showed this tape. The bottom line is, we did enough in that courtroom to where I think the jury just absolutely hated him. And they should have hated him. So there's a little bit of inside information. There's more that I'll think of and I'll share. But it was a great day for America. And as we've been saying, cyberbullying and cyber defamation, I got the nickname the Bulldog. Coast to coast, we're going to chase down bullies. Thank you.